Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Hermstreet. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
We're going to pass here on second down. Hot over the middle. It's Stewart. And now the defense able to bring him down.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Finds his man. It's Stewart. Nowhere to run, but corralling for no gain. The offense stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Short pass finds the tight end. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Now the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle. Kirk showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
He escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, then he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a real nice gain there.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Comes up with the catch. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. On the move now. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Wolverines. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw, comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point gives him a double-digit lead. Bringing it out, it's Adams. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Some hard running there through a tackle. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
There you go. I'd love to see that fullback get involved. Take advantage of the defense, sometimes forgetting the fullback. Defenders rarely see offenses that look for the fullback out of the backfield, and here it pays off for a first down.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Tight end goes in motion. Dropping back, it's Simpson. That's reeled in. It's Coleman. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. They keep him guessing with a run. First down, looking for more now. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Touchdown, Bama. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep to the right side. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Ram down the middle. It's Porton. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. Second and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Looks right for a quick completion.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a...
Breaks into the clear at the 10, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
But it's just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. On the run, it's Haynes. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So, Kurt, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. Throws to the tight end. He's got his man in the open field. Now here he goes. Finally brought down at the 8-yard line. A huge play, and suddenly they're in great scoring position.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
The Wolverines will line up here on first down and goal. First and goal, handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Now it's third down and goal for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. Fourth and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
It's fourth and goal from the 5, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, what a tough matchup for this defense. What are you going to do down inside the 5-yard line? The quarterback knows that he has a mismatch, just puts it up in the air and lets the big man climb the ladder for the score.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
14.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Fighting off the defender. It tests the middle to get stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Simpson. Pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Defense is coming after him. Hot over the middle. It's Williams. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They look to throw it here on second down. A quick throw to the right, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. They finally stop him. Big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Alabama.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Off the play fake on 1st down. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
Tough position here, 2nd and long from their 11. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle, it's Marsh. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The Wolverines come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot right down the middle. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play. And the Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. With the catch, it's Stewart. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
4th down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. Connect with the receiver here. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 49. First down. Dropping back. It's Simpson. Throw to the sideline. Steps out after a short gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Pass caught. Second down now. And he drops back in the gun. Looking deep downfield to the left. It is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Timeout is called to duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Caught over the middle. It's Haynes.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. On first down, it's play action. Looking to throw it deep. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, tied.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start at the 25. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
He escapes the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. They'll talk strategy here.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. They bring him down, but a chance to turn that into points just before halftime. So the ball changes hands and the offense finds himself back up inside their own 10. To the air, it's Simpson. Nice grab. It's Coleman. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Quick throw to the left. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before that. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They've been able to survive some turnover trouble so far. Let's see if they can clean that up as we get the third quarter going. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle made way downfield, enormous gain.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
One back in backfield, and he'll get the carry. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Well, I love watching the speed of this defense. This time doing a good job of reading their keys. They saw the guard pull, shot through the A-gap, used their speed and instincts to blow this play up.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Gets rid of it on the move. Touchdown, BAMA. This air attack is still unstoppable.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Michigan, 24.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. This defense has had a real hard time stopping this quarterback, and that's a frustration penalty. They roughed him. Quarterback shaking off that hit, but the roughing the passer penalty gives the offense 15 and a first down. The shotgun running play call. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Grab behind the line, it's Haynes. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down. Will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. What a catch! They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. Looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Michigan.
That is hours and hours of practice right here by this receiver. Great job of not only going up and making the catch, but do you have the awareness to come down and get the toe down at the side of the end zone? That is a thing of beauty by the receiver for a touchdown.
Looking for a man. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead.
Well, this is exactly how you climb back into a game. Great execution, not only in the touchdown, but then they get the 2-point conversion as well. And now it's a field goal game. Time to see if the defense can get a stop and capitalize on this shifting momentum.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Simpson. Running back grabs it on a screen. Running through the tackle.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Crucial third down play right here. Can he make it to the marker? And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense. Play
action here on first down. swarmed by the pass rush. Sacked.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. The sure hands. It's Williams. Ball carrier tackled there.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback could put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made quickly, but the game moves the ball to the 6, 1st and goal.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
A gift by the defense there moves the ball closer now on 2nd and goal. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
And I really thought on 2nd goal, you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead, try to catch the defense napping by running. And man, does it backfire.
It's a keeper. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
42, Michigan, 32.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here in the quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Going again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his big tight end. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Quick throw, testing the middle. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And the Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are, picking up a 1st down on that.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He'll heave the ball deep down that right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Out of the gun now on third down. Running out of time in the pocket. He's going to take off. Across the 40.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on it, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? They'll start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to throw. It's Simpson. The sure hands. It's Coleman. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Alabama. They couldn't stop him there. Spot in the natty at stake. This defense is being shredded, Kirk. What can they do differently to stop this guy?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I would just keep trying to come up with double coverage or blitzing, something to try to slow down not just the receiver, but got to pressure the quarterback. But right now, the receiver's just in a zone. Sometimes you get into that spot, and it's so hard to get you out of it. Right now, if I were this quarterback, keep throwing him the rock.
32.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Fighting off the defender. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. The Wolverines will come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Boy, Chris, it has been tough sledding today for the old man under center. At this point, just hope he's able to get out of this game healthy.
Second down play coming up for this offense. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Morgan. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Looking to throw it on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Now, this defense has done such a great job of disrupting the timing with his quarterback and his wide receivers. Sacked him multiple times. Consistent pressure. Just dominating performance.
Caught over the middle. It's Prescorn. And the second effort there will earn him the first down. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
First down, looking to throw the football. Going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
He's running out of time here. The pickup is 6 yards, so 3rd down and 4 now. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. They make the stop, but that gains enough to set him up 1st down at the 14. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pressure is coming. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 1st down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. It's Herb Street. Thrown to the end zone. Fired into a tight window and picked off. He could go. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Leaning on the run game here late. Breaking free at midfield. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
1st down and 10. Oh, a reverse. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 2nd down here. Gonna run it. It's Brown. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
Another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now on the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Who made it? 3 points on the board. And they add to their lead. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He lets it rip. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. And it's a kneel down.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoffs.
That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about